Circle. You take a bangle which ladies wear on the hands, so it makes a circle. It is a circle. The bicycle wheel, this is also a circle, a round figure. This is a circle. The cart wheel, it is also a circle. Take a paper. This is paper. Now take a bowl. This is a bowl. B O W B B O W L. It is a bowl. Place the bowl on the paper and then hold it with your left hand. Left hand you hold the bowl, and with your right hand you hold the pencil and trace it. Trace it this way. So it should touch the bowl, and the figure you get is a circle. This is the circle, the same circle. You remove the bowl, you lift the bowl up, and you get a circle drawn with the help of this pencil. This pencil has drawn a circle over here on the paper. Draw circles like this, 3 or 4 circles like this on a piece of paper. Then you take a scissor. You take a scissor and you start cutting over here. Cut it. Take a full round like this, and you cut the circle out with a scissor, and this portion we will remove. So what do we get? We get a circle like this. Circle. This line is drawn later. This line is not you will not get this line unless you draw it or you fold the paper. So this is the circle, the full circle over here. Circle. This is the circle. Now you draw a line or you fold the paper this way. Fold the paper so that the fold of the paper will go like this. So this portion will not be there then. You will not have this portion. It will not be visible because we have folded the paper. This line is called the chord of the circle. This line drawn on a circle becomes the chord of the circle. This is the chord of the circle. Any line joining any 2 points on a circle form a chord. So this is the chord of a circle. This was your circle, the full circle. This was your full circle. Now what you do is hold this here and turn it so that this comes out and you have only this much. This is the thing which you get over here, and this will form a single circle with this, and you get a center fold over here. This is the central fold over here. So this line becomes the diameter. because this line divides the circle in two equal parts. A diameter divides a circle in two equal parts. If you cut this out at this line, you will get two pieces like this. This is one piece and this is the other piece. So this is known as a semicircle. Semicircle. This is also a semicircle. Semi means half. Now you unfold what you had folded here, folded. This you unfold so that you get the original shape. This is the original shape. But you get a mark of the fold here. So you draw a line between these 2 points. So that becomes the diameter of the circle. This line becomes the diameter of the circle. It divides the circle in two equal parts, part 1 and part 2. They are equal. Now, any 2 points on a circle, when they are joined, any 2 points, this point and this point, when they are joined, this line becomes the chord of the circle. This is known as the chord of the circle. By this definition, these are also the 2 points. They are joined by this line. So it is a chord. So it is a chord of a circle. So what is the difference between a chord and a diameter of the circle? Diameter of a circle is the maximum length of the chord which you can draw. A diameter will always be greater than any other chord. It is bigger than any other chord. The diameter divides the circle into equal parts. But you can call the diameter a chord of the circle. The diameter 2 is a chord of the circle. You turn this point number 1 and match it with point number 2 on the circle. So you get this figure. This is what you get from here. So, one fold. This is first fold. In one fold you get this. This is the first fold. And this is the second fold. If you draw a line here and you fold this in this way, you get this. So after two folds, after second fold, you get this shape. This is quarter part of the circle. This is the quarter part of the circle. After two folds, you get quarter of a circle. After getting this figure, you unfold, bring it to the original shape. Unfold the paper shape and make it of the original shape. You will find that these marks, the fold marks will be there. You draw lines over the fold marks. So the two lines, line number 1 and line number 2, they meet at a point. This point is known as the center. The center of the circle is the point at which these two lines meet, or the two diameters meet. You can call these as diameters because they are maximum length of the chord. So The point at which these two diameters meet is called the center of the circle. Now take a circular shaped paper and fold it twice without drawing any line, so that you get this shape. This shape you get, and you unfold it again to this shape. Unfold it. So you get back the original shape. You don't draw any lines on the fold mark. You you mark the center M. Wherever the two folds meet, you mark it as point M. And you take any point P on the circle. Any point P on the circle. This is the center M, and any point P could be here also. This can be P, or this can be P, any point on the circle. So you join any point P on the circle with the center. So PM becomes the radius of the circle. PM is known as the radius of the circle. This PM is the radius of the circle. Drawing a circle, you should be able to draw a circle with using a compass. What is a compass? It is an instrument used to draw a circle. You can see the instrument held in the hand. This instrument has a needle here, needle, and a pencil. This is the pencil which is held in the holder. This is the holder of the pencil. It has got a screw. So you can turn the screw, insert the pencil, and then turn the screw to tighten the pencil in the holder. So now the needle of the compass. This is the compass. Compass needle of the compass is placed on the paper, and this is made to go round. From here you turn it so that this pencil goes round and marks on the paper. So the mark produced the is a circle. The mark produced by the pencil, produced by pencil, forms a circle. So this is the circle which is formed. Circle which is formed with the help of the pencil. So this is the circle which is obtained. This is the center of the circle, center. And this is the circle, circle. Look at each circle, and you have to write the description of what is shown inside the box. So the first figure, it is a center. First, this dot is the center of the circle. So you write center over here. Here you are joining any 2 points, point A and point B on the circle. Point A is on the circle, point B is on the circle. You join these 2 points. So AB becomes the chord, chord, chord of the circle. If the chord of the circle passes through the center M, suppose the chord, this is the chord, and it passes through center M. This is the center M, this point is the center. So the chord passing through the center is known as a diameter. Diameter. Diameter is also a chord, but diameter is a special chord which passes through the center of the circle. If A is the point on the circle and M is the center, then the line joining any point A with center M is known as the radius of the circle. You can draw as many radius on the circle as you want. Suppose you have a point P. So PM line joining P with M becomes another radius. Both these radius are equal. Both the radii are equal. Radius AM is equal to radius MP. By definition, A or P are the points, any points on the circle, and M is the center. So any point on the circle joining with the center will always be the radius. So all the radii are equal. You take this radius, you take this radius, you take this radius, or you take this radius. All these radii, plural of radius is radii. Radius is singular, radii is plural. Two or more than two radii of the circle. So all the radii of a circle will be equal in length.